lot more. Wow. Woohoo! That sounds good. That sounds pretty good. Why is that? Ah. Aha. I don't know. Oh man. Oh, oh wow. Oh wow. Gee, Christmas.
Hey,
What's up?
damn it. I have a half a burrito from lunch.
Oh,
It's shredded beef and black beans.
oh, sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, I just have to put it in something else to heat it up.
Well, yeah, I don't. I wouldn't think you would mind it in tinfoil.
No,
Come
that
on.
would not be good. Might be a hell of a show for.
I don't think
for-
you're that senile yet.
Not yet.
Who says you have to microwave it?
Well, I'm not gonna eat it cold.
Cold is all cold still tastes good.
Shredded beef and black beans.
Sometimes.
Well, if you want to watch a show, yeah, I don't. I wouldn't think you would mind tinfoil.
No.
But yeah,
that
so
would not-
Yeah, like I said,
Probably be able to try to watch it.
arbitration is not an easy mission.
No, it doesn't sound like it.
Being the only time
So
I-
you're back in space, right?
Yep. And I turned in my endo. Actually, I have a decent amount for the first time in a while. Now I'm gonna look up where to get Crushing Ruin.
Boy, I tell you what, Facebook has sure improved their graphics.
Eh. They changed the enemies where you... Oh, they changed the enemies for Crushing Ruin. Before it used to be heavy gunners.
Uh-oh.
Now it's Seekers. Well, that's better.
That's better?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Seekers are easier to kill, don't do as much damage.
Ah.
Even a Seeker Eximus is still easier to kill and doesn't do as... Well, and they don't do as much damage. So, do you want to go after a dual sword stance with me that's really fucking rare?
Sure.
Or do you want to go after Crushing Ruin, which is the stance you need for the Wolf Sledge?
Oh.
At least it's the stance I'd advise getting for the Wolf Sledge. Either way, it's not exactly gonna be...
Okay. I was gonna go see what. Let's see, fast travel. Lab. I think I would like to go after that wolf sledge.
Okay.
Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Where's an E? Oh, I
Let
could
me see if I can get it.
search this by
Oh.
name. Be easier to find. It's the amnesia. Ah, here we go. Oh, that one needs Aroken cells. Research is
Helping.
complete on that.
Be glad.
Ah. Says the research is complete on it. Oh, here it is. Oh, it needs cryotic.
Let's...
How much cryotic do I have? 29,000. So let's just go with half of that. Which is 14,500.
Okay. Found us a good relic mission. Where we can get Crushing Ruin. But we'll also be able to get this other one. Well, this other mod that if you don't have, you'll want. Called Condition Overload.
Oh, I see. I've only got 15,000. I want 7,500.
And I'll also be able to rank up my Flectus. But hey, I found us a Grineer, well, a Grineer defense on Uranus.
Oh, cool. I already told you that joke, didn't I?
No.
What does the Starship Enterprise and toilet paper have in common?
They both go to Uranus.
They both circle Uranus searching for Klingons. All
Hey,
right.
Dirty Bird. Don't know if I told you this, but don't know if I told you this joke, but do you know the difference between a hooker and Jesus?
Oh yes, I heard it. Look on their face when they get nailed.
Yeah. Do you know what would be even more screwed up?
What's that?
If that's what they had in common.
That would be screwed up.
Yeah. Accept this mission really fast because we don't have much time. You got a few seconds.
All right, I have no idea. It's the Neo. I'm gonna do the radio.
It disappeared.
It disappeared? Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That sucks.
But, well,
Find
guess we'll
another
just
one?
do a Kuva survival.
Okay.
Because I need Kuva, you need this mod, and you could also use Kuva in the future, so guess what we're doing?
Okay. There's actually a couple things I'm building that require Kuva. Or that things that I want to build in the future.
So,
I don't remember what it is, but I know it's something I want.
then it all works out, doesn't it?
That's
And-
right. I know it's a material that I'm going to do. Okay, I'm gonna go heat this burrito up. Be right
Okay.
back. Moose, back off. Back off.
What?
That was more than enough. Ow. Oh, that's hot. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Did you forget to take it out of the aluminum?
No, I took it out, but I put it in for a minute. It just, wow. I had to toss it back and forth in my hand, carry it into the room. Yeah.
Scans show Grenier are harvesting Kuva nearby. Set off the alarms to draw them out, then steal their Kuva catalysts.
Got a Necros. A Necros Prime, but we got a Necros.
Predictable. As expected, Grenier have shut down environmental
Oh, you
systems,
hold.
sending modified life support capsules. Use these to sustain your environment or attach Kuva catalysts to begin harvesting.
We lost your Necros.
You lost him?
Yeah, he left.
Coward?
Yeah.
Hey. No fair, I fell
I'm
down.
not sure if he was a coward or he just didn't like the fact that I'm limbo.
Caution, Tenno.
That could be it.
Capsules harvesting Kuva provide minimal life support.
There's a lot of racist son of a guns playing this game.
Oh,
You can
shit.
take them both.
I have bad news.
What?
I'm on the wrong limbo build.
Oh no. So I take it you abandoned.
With that limbo build, there's no hope for us. Because this is my limbo build to
This
do
capsule
something
will
like
not
get to a
harvest
capture
Kuva.
target really fast.
Caution, Tenno. Capsules harvesting Kuva.
Hey Benny, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Buzzard's Nest. I hope you're doing well, and I'm getting killed.
Life support on the way.
But yes, that's my limbo build to get to a capture
Oh
target.
jeez, I
without
have
being
like 6
violent.
health left.
But yeah, that's my limbo build to get to a capture target without being violated.
Do I need to bail out of here?
If you want,
I
might
think
be able to
so,
join you.
because I am dying really quick.
I might be able to join up on you.
No, I bailed out.
Objective has been completed.
I was so close to dead.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't really have a good squad anyways. I mean, we had what, an Inaros, 2 Rhinos, and a Limbo? Guess who's the only useful person in there?
Yeah, really.
I mean, 2 useful people, but me and you. You had Rhino Prime, so Roar, and
Yeah.
me for Cataclysm.
Yeah.
Everybody else could go fuck themselves, though,
Mm-hmm.
as far as that mission went. Back on your boat.
Back on the boat.
I'm just gonna send you an invitation. Okay. How many invitations did you get?
2.
Really?
Yeah.
I sent you a lot. You know what sounds really good?
What's that?
Crab Rangoon
Never have it.
and
Sounds
blue
good.
cheese. You know that cream cheese filling with, well, cream cheese crab filling it with the deep fried chip thing you get from a Chinese restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
That's Crab Rangoon.
Wow.
And that sounds really good right now. Oh, but it sounds really good with blue cheese and wasabi.
Well, that's the Flectus, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, we got a frost here. That frost is gonna be fucking useless. Unless they have an avalanche,
Predictable.
icy
As
avalanche
expected,
build.
Grineer have
They're
shut
gonna be
down
useless.
environmental systems, sending modified life support capsules. Use these to sustain your environment or attach Kuva catalysts to begin harvesting.
I'm adding this to my data under the heading Consequences.
Modification successful. Collecting Kuva. Caution, Tenno. Capsules harvesting Kuva provide minimal life support. Life support on the way.
What?
Another life support capsule is now available.
Damn.
That pro cool. It makes me hate him. Because he's obviously not a pro.
Commencing Kuva harvest. Get ready for a capsule.
Okay, my question is, why the hell did he put up a frost bubble whenever I already had a limbo bubble up?
I've delivered another life support capsule. This capsule will now harvest Kuva. Tenno, prepare for life support.
Retribution?
Not really a good mod. At least I didn't think so.
Additional life support has arrived.
But you can believe whatever you're inclined to. So do you want to know what it does?
I haven't had a chance to look, sure.
When you are ready,
I know what it
go to
does.
extraction.
Do you want to know what it does at max rank
Operator
or
is making progress. This will
not
help
max
our
rank?
cause.
Well, max or base rank?
Doesn't matter, I'll have it maxed out before long if I'm gonna use it.
Well, base rank, it's
Commencing
well, you
Kuva harvest.
apply 20%. Oh wait, no, you apply 15 electricity to any melee attacker.
Life support
Yeah,
incoming.
some worth it.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah. Kind of meant to stun them, but well,
Your
Certain
biological waste
warframes don't-
occurs. Moose, what are you doing?
Sir, it's just not really worth it because either their warframe's not gonna survive a whole lot of melee attacks, and therefore it's not worth it, or warframe will survive a whole lot of melee attacks, so you don't need to worry about getting hit a few times. So pick your poison on that one.
This capsule will now harvest Kuva.
This team doesn't really go together. I don't know what you think. I just think it doesn't fit.
Life support on the way. I've delivered another life support
So
capsule.
Frost went AFK. Maybe because I asked him why he had a frost bubble inside of a lumber bubble.
Modification successful. Collecting Kuva.
You got any ideas? But yeah, we got a Frost who's just gone AFK and he's kind of useless now. And
Well, he
we
was
have-
kind of useless before, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he could at least still shoot stuff and kill,
Get ready for a capsule.
and that means more life support. More, oh, and if he's over here, that means more enemies over here. Which means more experience, or more affinity for my Fluctus. Now he's just all the way over fucking there. So he couldn't protect jack shit because I'm here, and well, his range on Frost Bubble doesn't quite have the. But yeah, so Frost Bubble's not nearly as effective as Cataclysm, and because of it, his protecting ability
This capsule will
went
now
down to
harvest
nothing.
Kuva.
There it is.
But now he's just gone from not really useful to completely fucking useless.
We will all share in this bounty. Hold out as long as you can.
And should die for the good of the mission. Well, should die for the good of the mission. Oh wait, no, he's back. And he put up another frost bubble.
Life support incoming.
Why? What, does he want to feel useful?
Maybe.
I hope he realizes that he's not really that his frost bubble's kind of just completely fucking useless.
Additional life support has arrived. Commencing Kuva harvest.
Also, what's more effective? Something that slows them down and maybe stops them, or something that's only if you have the mod for it, or something that completely stops them. What do you think?
I think the one that stops him is the better thing.
Prepare for life support.
Yeah. And I thought so too, but apparently he doesn't think so. Because otherwise he wouldn't be putting his frost bubble on there. Whenever I've actually got a good limbo bubble.
I've delivered another life support capsule. Tenno, prepare for life support.
I wonder if anyone's gonna grab that Kuva Catalyst, because I'm not, because I have my Flectus in my hand, and if I grab that Kuva Catalyst, I won't be able to hold the Flectus.
Modification successful. Collecting Kuva.
Yeah.
Another
So,
life support capsule.
I'll
is
give
now
Frost the
available.
fact that on defense he's more effective, because his bubble doesn't have to be recast every so often. It only has to be recast every once in a while, not once roughly. But yeah, so I have to recast my bubble after 80 something seconds, and I have to recast my second ability for it to be effective every 44 seconds. whereas Frost, he only has to cast his bubble whenever it gets destroyed. So Frost is more effective on defense, but
This capsule will warp harvest Kuva.
this, I'll take a
Life
limbo.
support on the way. Look what our Tenno operative just found. They could not do this without you. I've delivered another life support capsule. Commencing Kuva harvest.
Hello.
Life support incoming.
I don't see you guys. Are you guys? Where are you? Ah, there we go. I see tags.
At least we have
Another
3
life
useful
support
members,
capsule
right?
Is now available.
Yep, at least.
Modification successful. Collecting Kuva.
Oh, goody. Gonna take down that other frost bubble, and he has overextended on. Do you know the problem with that?
No, I don't.
He has a bunch of really big frost bubbles, and we can't shoot through the outside of the frost bubble. So imagine a bunch of really big stuff that we can't really shoot through unless we go inside of it. But there's multiple of them, and they both kind of, let's see, they're both
Canceling.
kind of inside of each other.
Get ready for a capsule.
So to make matters worse, you have this really small space of where you can actually shoot enemies. Because the only spot where you can shoot them is that really small space in between the bubbles.
Right.
You know, like a Venn diagram.
Additional life support has arrived.
He made a really big ass Venn diagram out of 2 frost bubbles. That's essentially what he did. And then the area where you have to shoot is that middle of the 2 circles where they come together.
Right.
Modification successful. Collecting Kuva.
See the problem with that? But do you see the problem with that?
I do see the problem with that. Yeah, I've got to keep having to duck in and out of the bubble.
And you want to know how he made matters worse? He just put up another one.
Oh, jeez, come on.
See, you don't have this problem with Limbo. Because guess what? Limbo can only put up 1 Cataclysm at a time. He wants to put up another Cataclysm, he has to take the current one down.
Life support incoming. successful, little
And then let's see what else.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
Oh yeah, mine also protects better. At least on missions like this. I don't even have to be near it. Because it can't get destroyed.
This capsule will now harvest Kuva. Life support on the way.
Oh, thank God.
Additional life support has arrived.
Cross left. You know what this means?
Means we got. Think he's gonna be able to leave here.
Yeah, means no more frost bubbles. Yeah, things were... Well, frost really didn't help matters. He actually made things harder. Because he didn't ever take down any of his bubbles, just kind of left them there, and we couldn't shoot through them. Oh, great.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
Have a help, guys.
Commencing Kuva harvest. Another life support capsule is now available. Get ready for a capsule. Another life support capsule is now available. You have found a Kuva catalyst. Attach attach it to a life support capsule to begin harvesting Kuba. The longer you fight, the more successful we will be. Commencing Kuba harvest. Get ready for a capsule. Additional life support has arrived.
Oh,
Help.
Tedo, prepare
So do
for
you
life
want to
support.
leave just... Well, since it's just us two.
time to bail.
It's just us two, and one of us... Well, we're not gonna be able to get enough life support between the two of us. Because I can kill at this level easily, but you'll also kill me very easily. You, on the other hand, well,
I've delivered
you can
another
last
life
longer
support
than me,
capsule.
but... Well, and you can kill, it's just you're not going to be able to kill fast enough to keep the life support up. With me going down as long as I'm out of the rift.
Damn.
Where did the Frost Prime Spectre come from?
I don't know. I didn't bring it up.
I didn't bring it because I don't have any Frost Prime Spectres. But did you see the Frost Prime in here too, in spite of the fact that I don't have a Frost Prime Spectre and
Extraction
you
is ready.
don't have Frost Prime at all?
I'm
So
getting
you
the
can't
hell
make a
out of
Spectre.
here.
Yeah.
Life support on the way.
Hey, I found it.
Mission complete. Excellent.
Now
work,
that's
Tedo.
just not right. I got there first.
You know, I was kind of back there killing stuff with my Flectus.
Well,
Just trying to get a few extra kills. I'll just trying to kill an extra horde so I can get some more experience on it.
yep.
But hey, do you kind of wonder why that guy was putting up something as useless as a frost buff whenever I had a limbo?
Yeah, it doesn't quite make sense.
That it was just me who thought that it didn't make sense, but because we didn't exactly need the extra insurance.
No. Dang it.
Well, now what?
I don't know.
More Kuva?
I guess. Why not?
This'll help you. Because one day you'll have a Riven you really need to re-roll.
Yes, I'm sure.
And whenever you have that Riven, you'll be glad you did all these Kuva missions with me.
Mm-hmm.
Out of curiosity, how much Kuva do you have now?
I haven't looked.
Oh well, let's check after this. Though, might have to ask you a favor.
What's that?
Since you really can't do anything with the Kuva, could you re-roll a Riven for me?
I guess. I don't see why not. Hey, there's a third.
And we got a Nova.
Predictable. As expected, Grineer have shut
we got a
down
Nova Prime
environmental
and
systems,
Heal.
sending modified life support
Zephyr.
capsules. Use these to sustain your environment or attach Kuga catalysts to begin harvesting.
Zephyr is not a useless frame. I don't think there's such thing in here as a useless frame, but she certainly needs a rework.
Commencing Kuga harvest. Caution Tenno. Capsules harvesting Kuga provide minimal life support. life support capsule is now available. This capsule will now harvest Kuba.
You okay there?
Yeah?
Just heard the hiccups.
Yeah, a little bit. Red pepper will do that to me sometimes.
Life support
Dang.
incoming.
I'm thinking about growing some chocolate boot laws soon. Do you want some?
No.
Why not? Why not?
I don't want nothing
You know
that
what it
hot.
is?
Yeah, I know. It's an extremely hot pepper.
Yeah. So why don't you
Additional
want
life
something that
support
hot?
has arrived.
So my body can't handle that stuff that no more.
Think your son would like that?
I kind of doubt it.
Why? Really good. What, doesn't he like hot food?
He's got his limits.
Modification successful. Collecting Kuba.
Okay, would you try a Carolina Reaper?
Probably not.
Ghost Pepper?
Yeah, no, he's tried a ghost pepper before. He did not want to do that again.
Yeah, I hate to tell you, but a Ghost Pepper is about half as hot as a Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Get ready for a capsule.
Not even a jalapeno, I'm guessing.
Oh, he'll go hotter than a jalapeno. I'm the jalapeno guy.
Yeah. I was saying for you.
Yeah, I don't go past jalapeno. I mean, I used to many moons ago, but not anymore.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
Are we going upstairs?
Yeah. And meanwhile, I'm the nice 20-year-old guy who will try that shit just because I'm stupid enough to.
Well, yeah. But then again, at 20 years old, you know, all guys are usually 10
The
foot
raid is
tall and
off to a
bulletproof.
successful start.
Or they think
Yeah.
they are.
I've tested my digestive tract, and I think nobody have really put it to the test. Trust me on that one.
This capsule will now harvest Kuba.
Ah, there it is.
You ever hear of a restaurant called Quaker Steak and Lube?
No.
Life
But I love the name.
Yeah, well, they came out with this stuff that's atomic sauce, called atomic sauce, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, now, do you know those foot-long hot dogs you can get at gas stations?
Yeah.
Really rubbery, kind of tasteless?
Yeah.
Another life support capsule.
Well,
is
they
now
had this
available.
stuff called atomic sauce, and imagine a habanero turned into a paste and condensed. All that cake, all that
Oh my
paste
god.
becomes really condensed. I put 3 lines of that from end to end on a foot-long hot dog. And
Oh my
that's
God.
multiple hot dogs at the same time. And I didn't think it was hot enough.
I think your taste buds are dead.
That's a possibility. That is a really distinct possibility.
Commencing Kuva harvest.
Because, like I said, I put 3 lines end to end. I mean, if I could fit more lines on that, I would have, but I couldn't. Oh, and I came up with this really, really mean trick. You want to know what it is?
Is that the brownie thing?
I've delivered another life
Yeah.
support capsule.
Think I should try it?
You're gonna piss somebody off. Where the
Yeah,
hell
but
are
I
you
might
guys
as well
at?
have fun doing it.
I don't even see your tags.
Modification successful.
Just stay running around. Don't go AFK, otherwise you don't get shit from this.
Oh, now I see the red chingus.
Yeah, you're close by. Do you get lost easily?
On some maps, yes.
I really hate to see whenever you drive.
Oh, when I drive, just as long as I got landmarks, I'm good.
Now what happens if you're driving in an area you don't know so well?
GPS.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
Okay then. By the way, I'm not sure if you know this, but if you hold the up button on the D-pad, you go, or you pull up a big version of your map.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You hold
So
it.
if you ever get lost, you can pull. Yeah, you hold it.
Yeah, I use that from time to time when I'm searching for something.
Well, you don't really have to hold it, but that brings up the more detailed version in the
Yeah.
But if you bring up that, then it'll get you to us a little easier.
Commencing Kuva harvest. The longer you fight, the more successful we will be. Get ready for a capsule.
Yeah. So, you know what I really like about this arc weapon?
What's that?
Well, you know how the Ignis how the Ignis goes through multiple enemies?
Oh yeah.
This does the same thing.
Only a wider spray.
Yeah, and it goes a lot farther.
Yeah, because I got range stuff on this one, and it did not help much. Are we going down there where that red circle is?
Yep.
Ah, that got rid of it. I needed a knockdown so I could recharge my iron skin.
What not? You needed what to be up?
Kuva catalyst.
I needed to get knocked down once.
Begin harvesting Kuva.
Oh,
This capsule will now
I thought you said
harvest
you
Kuva.
needed it not down.
No, I needed it knocked down. I needed to get knocked down.
Life support.
Yeah, I had like one. I had like one on my iron skip.
Wait. How the fuck?
What?
I was in my cataclysm, but I got killed by fire.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've delivered another life support capsule. Modification successful. Collecting Kuba. Get ready for a capsule.
Huh. I just looked. I've got like 2 health.
Yeah. You got a lot of shield though.
Oh yeah, one hell of a lot of shield.
Yeah. And you've got Iron Skin. You don't really need health as much as you don't really need health as much on Grineer unless you're fighting Noxus. Because Grineer really don't go past your health as much as others.
Modification successful. Collecting Kuba.
God, that made me cringe.
What?
That last word on squad chat. Swag. I just kind of want to ask him, is he from New Jersey?
Is he a Jersey boy?
Life support on
Yeah.
the way.
Oh.
We will all share in this bounty. Hold out as long as you can.
I don't know anybody else that makes me cringe that much. SJWs that are constantly, that constantly think they grow, but end up just kind of acting like a bunch of jackasses.
Yeah. Making lame excuses for everything and everybody.
I've delivered another life support
And
capsule.
then everything, and then you don't really come up for a good reason, with a good reason for what they do.
And not a good solution for the problems for that they claim there is.
Yeah. And yeah, they're right on some of the problems, and they're not right on others.
That's because I
Yeah.
just wanted because the leadership of all these groups doesn't want us to don't want the problem solved. They want to keep us all
Right.
angry, upset, fighting with each other, and worried and scared.
Well, I I think the leadership for the SJWs actually truly believes what they're saying.
No, I don't.
Life support
I don't.
incoming.
I said for the SJWs.
Yeah.
But then they're home. Then I say, I think what you're talking about is
More the
applies
liberal
more to the
leadership.
politicians.
Yeah, more the liberal leadership. They don't give a
Not
rat's
just
rear end about our safety or anything else. They just want to take. They just want us all on welfare, so we're easier to control.
Another life
I think
support
it
capsule
applies
is
to
now
both
available.
liberal. I think it applies more to any politician than just liberal.
No, because conservatives do not work that way. They want to go with less regulations, less laws, less rules.
And yet,
If you're
with
talking,
their
if you're
party-
talking about conservatives, I'm not saying necessarily Republicans, because there's some Republicans I wouldn't, you know, there's a lot of Republicans
Endorse.
that are rhinos, Republican in name only.
But yeah, so I'm just saying that there are a lot of people from both parties,
Oh yeah,
conservative and liberal, that, and yet, either way, a lot of them, whenever you elect one, shit just stays the same.
yeah,
Poors don't stop, rich stay rich, poor stay poor.
Stop it!
yeah, and you know what?
For life support.
Let the rich get richer, just as long as there's somebody, just as long as there's an opportunity for somebody else to get there.
Yet, in our current economy, on our current system, there's not really much of a chance for that, because the way the politicians have set this up with all of our taxes and regulations coming off, there's more of a chance for the rich to keep their money and not give it to anybody else.
Additional
That's right.
life support has arrived.
But they don't necessarily have to give it to anybody.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
You know, they
They-
just made it. They've got it with all
Yeah,
the
but-
rules and regulations and everything. It is just hard to go out and make
So-
real money.
yeah.
There's,
then there's the
there's
simple
just
fact
so few
that-
opportunities out there.
Well, then there's the simple fact that the U.S. is overpopulated, not just with immigrants, but with natural-born citizens.
Right. I mean, that's a part of it, but I mean, that can be overcome.
And then here's another problem with a really simple solution that is not going to be implemented, but it's still a simple solution. Do you know what that is?
What's that?
Well, do you know what the standard? Well, do you know what the standard monetary, or what the standard money is between two countries,
Prepare for life support.
like
Yeah.
say Germany and Iraq? If they want to trade, or if they want to buy from one another, do you know what the standard world money is?
Well, it used to be dollars, but I don't think it is anymore.
It still is.
Look
So
what
that
our
means we have to
teleoperative
make
just
even
found.
more. That makes the
They
money
cannot
of,
do this
that makes the
without
value of our money go down severely. Because we have a lot more money out there than anybody else.
Additional life support has arrived.
Do you know the really simple fix to that?
Not sure about that one.
Here it is.
Mention Cougar
Make
Heights.
every country use their own money when buying and selling.
Yeah, that would be a good
And-
thing.
And then burn off the excess, we'll just burn off the excess money that we have. I'll burn off the excess dollar bills that there are, so that there's not as many of them. Our money value goes back up. And then to do population control, take implement China's one-child policy.
No.
Creates more jobs. And
Yes, it creates more
More money
jobs, but
more
that
money to go
that
around between people.
lessens, that cheapens life even more than it's already been
Life
cheapened.
support on the way.
No, I can't go for that one. That is just wrong. That's wrong. That's immoral. That's just flat To me, that is just flat immoral. I'm not saying that you are. I'm just saying that's just wrong.
Just saying that each country, not well, U.S. included, but well, and goes beyond the U.S., but also includes us. Each country needs to control its population because we are at the breaking limit for the Earth's population. Like, as it stands right now, we're at the breaking limit.
This capsule will now harvest Kuba.
So something needs to happen to decrease the population, otherwise we're going to exceed what we can on this Earth. So I just think we need to do something a little more radical in the meantime. Not for, well, not for ever, but just until we get things back under control. And then another thing we could do is take off all the warning labels, and this would actually help us. We need to take off all the warning labels and let stupid sort itself out of the gene pool.
I'm inclined to agree with that.
Because if you do that, you have stupid people don't pass on their genes as much. Which means that smarter people have more opportunities to pass on their genes, which means that you have, that means that the next generation may be a little bit smaller, which, considering the population we have now, is a good thing, believe me. But then it also means that the next generation is also smarter. Maybe smaller, but it's still smarter. And then just continually let stupid sort itself out of the gene. But hey, do you have any ideas on how we could control the population without implementing the one-child policy?
Not sure on that.
Ready for a capsule.
I don't know how to deal with that. I don't. I mean, in good conscience, anyway.
So, what makes you think China's one child is not almost amoral?
Another life support capsule is now available.
Wow.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will
Hey,
be.
400 endo.
Commencing Kuba harvest.
Oh, I did pick the right spot.
What is Kenpachi doing?
Life support on the way.
get a lot of Kuva. Kenpachi. Really? Ah, he's a Nova. That's why. Very great at Kenpachi was just speed Nova, but...
This capsule will now harvest Kuva. Life support incoming.
Wow.
Additional life support has arrived. Modification successful. Collecting Kuva.
Oh. I'm
Get ready for a capsule.
what was that noise?
Kuva Harvester. Bladed.
Another life support capsule is now available. This capsule will now harvest Kuva. We will all share in this bounty. Hold out as long as you can. Tenno, prepare for life support.
Wait. Just came up with an idea.
What's that?
So, Garuda uses shields as energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the quick thinking mod takes your energy. Oh, but yes, whenever you're about to die, whenever you're taking fatal damage, the quick thinking
Additional
mod
life support has arrived.
takes your energy and kind of uses it as health.
Yeah.
So what happens if you put the if you use the quick thinking? Oh, I know that wouldn't work because to die you have to run out. Well, that only works against certain procs, and adaptation would be more useful in this
Commencing Kuba
instance.
harvest.
Huh.
Oh, that's weird looking.
Life support incoming.
Is it now?
All the things are just flashing really quick.
Are they now?
The circle, no, they quit.
Did they now?
I mean, really super quick. It was just kind of weird. I just hadn't seen it before.
So how do you like the
Delivered
wolf
another
sledge?
life support capsule.
So far, I like it. I've really been using the Ignis more than anything else. Oh, we have somebody waiting for us at extraction. They're tired.
Yeah, this guy only wanted to go 30 minutes.
Commencing Kuba harvest.
So, assuming we get the stance mod for, well, assuming we get the Crushing Ruin stance mod, what then?
Life support
I don't know.
Another life support capsule
Damn.
is now available.
Get out that way.
Ouch. And he just got one shot at there.
Look what our Tenno
Ow,
operative just
I'm
found.
down too.
They could not do this without you.
Neo Z7
Hold on.
Relic.
Get ready for a capsule.
Did you bleed out?
No, I didn't bleed out.
Death Watch revived you?
No, I just brought myself back up so I could repop the iron skin.
You used one of your revives?
Yep.
Additional life support has arrived.
I was about to revive you, I just wanted to make sure this thing stayed up
Oh,
and alive.
damn.
Okay, he's got me. Ow.
Shit.
Yeah, we got a Kuba Guardian. Okay, I'm gonna let this guy pick that up.
Up, I bled out.
Tenno, prepare for life support. You are running out of time. Consider extraction. Life support has been replenished. I've delivered another life support capsule. Modification successful. Collecting Kuva. Caution, Tenno. Capsules harvesting Kuva provide minimal life support. Life support on the way.
Garrison.
I've delivered another life support capsule. Commencing Kuva harvest. Tenno, prepare for life support.
There, Arson.
We will all share in this bounty. Hold out as long as you can.
Yeah. Our headset was not.
Another life support
So
capsule
what's going on
is
with
now
you?
available.
Oh, you know, kind of needed to do the bolts. That's about it. Everything else is done on that way.
I really don't have to do anything on Nightwave because I already got to rank 30.
Okay, I'm on 25.
Oh shit. I'm not gonna survive outside of this cataclysm.
Yeah, rank 25. Yup.
This capsule will now harvest Kuva.
Fun. So I have the operator armor equipped, and I gotta tell you, it looks really good.
Yeah, I know. That's the only reason why I even did this one.
I did it originally for the Arcane. I was originally going to get to Arcane Grace, but I figured, fuck it.
Life
Don't have much
support
else to do.
incoming.
Oh, right.
But hey,
Well-
dinner. What?
Whatever you want to do, man. I don't know if you're what you're playing, but
I'm on a Kuva farm.
uh, siphons are faster
Eh,
if you have the right team.
yeah, that's an if.
Additional life support has arrived.
Pretty,
Simple.
pretty damn big if.
Yeah, but what I'm really good at taking siphons out. We finish the mission and we finish at the same time. We'll have like tons of Kuva effortlessly. If you want to do that, if not, it's all good too.
Plus, hey, however, all the amount of Kuva I get from a siphon, I
Modification successful.
usually get about the same.
Collecting
I
Kuva.
usually get barely just over the same amount I would get from one Kuva harvester in a survival. And it takes a lot longer to complete the mission and do the Kuva siphon than to just do the Kuva harvester.
Right, so that's why one party does the mission while the other party finishes the Kuva. Real quick.
And and this one guy called me a fucking noob because I wouldn't do the mission, because I wouldn't do a Kuva flood his way.
Get ready for
What's
a
his way?
capsule.
His way was he wanted me to put the mobile defense key in the thing whenever we were doing the siphon thingy, except it was level 80 to 100
That's not
because it
bad.
was a Kuva flood. Thing
Yeah.
is, I was the only person actually, you know, doing the Kuva. I was the only one killing the. I was only shooting the braids with my operator. And
Another life
we didn't
support
have the
capsule
mobile
is now
defense key
available.
in, and not everybody was, and they weren't able to kill enough to keep the enemies off my back, so my
This
operator
capsule
was
will now
dying
harvest Kuva.
to the point, well, my operator was already dying enough to where I was barely able to shoot the braids in time.
Oh, come on.
Critical
And
life
you wanted to,
support
oh,
levels.
and he wanted to throw
Extraction
the
is your
enemies
best option.
for mobile defense into that mix. Yeah, how do you
Yeah.
think that would have gone?
He was carrying his own weight, so okay, I mean I get it. I would have done it, but I carry my weight.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to carry his own weight on, but yeah, so he wouldn't have. The team was barely holding it together as is. And then he called me a noob. So do you see why I didn't though?
Yeah, no, I get your point. Made a good call.
Life support on the way.
Hey, didn't make sense to that guy.
Yeah, not
Oh, you
everyone's
know what?
smart.
You know what I just realized? I still got that darn bleeding dragon key on.
The longer you fight,
They
the
should
more
fucking
successful
warn
you'll
you.
be. Additional life support has arrived.
Okay, you're about to go on a mission. You want to keep this dragon key equipped?
Right.
Really? That would be nice.
Yeah. Oh, and I also put a Gravamag on the Fluff Disc, and I'm cranking up, and I really like this as a heavy weapon.
Oh no.
Tano, extraction is ready.
Okay, well, I'm the best suited to go off and, you know, find a life support capsule if there were a capsule. So if one shows up, which I doubt there will be in time, but if one does, then I'll find it.
Get ready for a capsule.
Okay.
You are running out of time. Consider extraction.
But hey, Arson,
Get low.
I got a second Opticore already. And, well, I'm just trying to fault, but yeah, since it's my second ribbon, so it takes less Kuba to re-roll, so I'm just kind of re-rolling the less expensive one, seeing if I can get a better roll than my current one, and then I'm gonna sell the one. I'm gonna sell off the one that sell off or giveaway. I'm not really sure what, but one of the two.
You just give it to me.
That should keep you going for a while.
I'm just trying to decide which friend because another friend said they wanted to.
That's all right. If that's a better friend, then yeah, give it to me.
I've been friends with you for longer, but might just start a bidding war between friends because I really just need some platinum or some new rip.
What ribbon are you looking for?
What?
What ribbon do you need?
Just really a lot of stuff.
What ribbon are you looking for?
Extraction is ready.
I can read off what I have. I'm going to part
Life
with.
support incoming. Critical life
Hold
support
up, I
levels.
just had to switch controllers,
Extraction is your
and I'm
best
kind
option.
of right now, but I'll tell you whenever I get out.
No, I can tell you what I have. That I don't care for.
You want me to stand in it? I'm right close to extraction.
Tonkor,
I can stand in there and time it out.
Arc of Lasmor, Jaw Sword,
I'll
I've
keep the Arc
another
of
life
Lasmor
support
in mind.
capsule.
what? Oh, Arc
We'll
of
keep the
Lasmor.
Arc of Lasmor in mind.
God, I wish I had a
a
noisemaker on this chat. Savage
Really
Strength
good.
19, thank you for the follow. Ah, you're here.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm getting to the extraction point. Thank you. I couldn't stay live longer than a few seconds unless I was running like a scared child.
I have a Rattle Guts ribbon. It's really good. A Nagataka ribbon. A
Ah.
God Roll Snipetron ribbon.
Ew.
A Tibron ribbon.
Astral Twilight.
A Lato ribbon. This is a Staticore.
I know what that is. I don't have it.
Murloc.
Murloc?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind then.
The Lato. Strun. And that's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just get to decide which ribbon's not as good because I've got 162% crit damage and 112 multi-shot or 151 crit chance and 88% cold.
I don't care for stats, but it's up to you, whatever you want.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll give you the multi-shot and crit damage.
Alright, what do you want for it?
Let's go Archiplasmor.
Alright, just invite me then when you want.
Okay. Okay, so
that
this is
ranks
the best
that
roll.
up.
This is the best roll I could come up with.
By name, return sellable off.
Don't get me wrong, I like that Archiplasmor, but it literally is so fucking broken. I feel like it takes away from the game.
Yeah.
It's just too strong, dude. If there's a crowd, especially on Kubus Rebel, you just like point it in the general direction and it will just eat everyone's fucking underwear.
Yeah. You ever use the Fluctus?
Holy crap.
Yeah, I was using the Fluctus on there and that was doing the same thing.
King, I have
What?
57,602 Kuba.
Very nice.
Holy crap.
And you have nothing to spend it on.
That's right now, yeah.
My friend's saving it up, all his Kuba. For,
Now, when you re-roll one, it's still for the weapon that it's for, the weapon or whatever it was for, right? It just
Yeah.
re-rolls the stats.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So, were you talking about Opti?
Yeah, he's got over 100.
Opti doesn't even, well, from what I've heard, Opti doesn't even use his Kuva till he's got over 150.
I can't do that.
I'd like to do it, but I don't think I'd be able to either.
Start now. You're halfway there.
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Well, I'm a third of the way. A little over a third.
I mean, this was not bad either. It's pretty decent. It's multi-shot and crit chance. My favorites.
What is it?
Arcoplasmor,
the
multi-shot and crit chance. It does the work. You have crit damage. I thought it was crit chance. Darn.
Yeah, no, my other one's crit chance.
Yeah, I like crit chance better, but it's all good.
But hey, that's got multi-shot on it too.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
I'm gonna just see if I
So-
can use it for Eidolon hunting. Alright, cool. Enjoy your ruin.
Okay. You too.
All right. I'll be right back. Wow. Ah,
Is peanut butter that bad?
all right. We are back.
Let's see if I can pull this off.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
All I gotta do is spam the bullet attractor. You know that, right? That's the fucking
Yeah.
bread and butter of that frame.
Second and fourth ability, just gotta make sure I keep my overshields up and have a actual decent person watching my back to make sure my shields don't go down too quick.
There we go.
But hey, I tried out my Tomb Finger and I really like that gun.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta do some crazy stat stuff, but ribbons have been nerfed for it.
Yeah, I know. It's only 3, well, it's only got 3 disposition. And trust me, I see why. Yeah. Oh, I can get... Well, with my current Riven, and I don't have a negative on my Riven, but with my current Riven, if I were to put...
Who has the
hey,
key?
first... No? Oh, wait. Yeah, no. And... Do you?
I do.
Ooh,
Okay.
my wet stuff's empty.
Well, it's not a spawn. There we go.
So I hope everybody's doing well out there.
I was about to revive you. But yes, I can get my crit chance to 152. If I were to put the corrupt, well, if I were to put a corrupted mod on it, I could get to 152 crit chance. Think that's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, you move on.
Yeah, I know.
I'm still home.
I was just shooting a few more shots into that. Sure you can do this?
Dude, I do these all the time.
I'm just making sure because...
Oh, not my gato.
There they are.
So what about you? Did you make a kick gun, Arson?
Yeah, I got all.
Nice. of my friends said, well, one of my friends uses crit builds on all of the kit guns and told me to do the same thing, but I think he's a little biased because he doesn't ever use status weapons. Okay, I don't see the data key. So there's some
Ah, shit. Oh, 3 field run. Okay. Nice.
Sorry, bro. I'm a little sleepy. I should have already been there.
Yeah, it's fine. Not in much of a hurry.
You gotta make that so loud. You can do that just to be as annoying as possible. All right, we're back. Yeah.
Whew, it's hot in my house today, dude.
All right.
Nice.
It's not really hot as hell where I live.
Lucky
It's
you.
gonna be cold. It's gonna be getting cold soon.
Cold soon, huh?
Yeah. Okay, so we got a capture siphon.
Oh. I'm too like sleepy to continue. I need to get to bed.
Okay,
I'll catch you guys later, man.
All right.
see ya.
Take it easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 2 split chambers.
Bad.
I do. Nice.
Ew. That is a horrible fucking Riven. Okay, so the positives on here aren't really that good. You get 92.5 ammo. Oh, but yes, this is an Executus Riven. Not a whole. Oh, it's so high damage shotgun slug that does radiation and slash. And it's got the highest range out of any of the shotguns. Gives you 92.5 ammo maximum, 79.3 cold, and 45.2 damage grenade. Do you want to hear what the negative is on this gun?
What's that?
Negative 128.6 damage.
That doesn't sound good at all. Guess what
Yeah.
I just got on a transmute?
Hmm.
Hyperion thrusters.
Nice. That'll be really good for your Itzel.
Yeah.
Do you know what Hyperion Thrusters does?
Makes it go real fast, don't it?
Yeah. Remember how fast I went?
Yep.
Okay,
Ammo
that's definitely a good
shot.
river.
Base is plus 10% magazine capacity. Wow. Good on a shotgun.
And, well, I re-rolled my Stradivar Riven.
I thought I was going to re-roll one for you.
I don't really care.
Just
That was, well, that was the Opticore Riven, but I ended up getting enough. Well, that was the second Opticore Riven, but I ended up getting enough Kuva to re-roll it. So, I don't really care.
There you go. Well, I'm glad it worked out.
But hey, that is my new Stradivar Riven.
Now, how do you link those in chat? You just click on them, or
What do you mean link?
when you put that link in the chat? How do you do that?
How do you see it?
Well, now how would I make that so you could see it?
Oh. You know you know how you click L2 and triangle? And you get the character keyboard instead of the letters? You there?
L2 and triangle.
Yeah, L2 and triangle.
Oh, active filters. Is what I got.
No. But yeah, so, you see the, you see the one that says, that has the that has the characters and, that has the way for you to get to the characters instead of the alphabet?
Yeah, that's R2.
Okay, then use R2 and triangle, and you'll see an option for for the square brackets. I prefer to use the ones that are right beside each other, but whichever ones you use, that's up to you. Like, if you want to do left and then type in whatever you're linking and then go back and then type in the right bracket, that's up to you, but I prefer to do the 2 square brackets that are together so that I don't have to go back a second time.
Ah.
But yeah, so you see the square brackets?
No, I didn't. Let me bring the chat back up again. Or do I do that with chat down? No.
Kind of has to. Well, you can't really do a keyboard. Well, you can't really have a keyboard without a chat that's up.
Oh, wait a minute. R2, triangle. It hits square. Oh, there's your keyboard. Okay.
But yeah, so you have.
Oh, you got the two square brackets,
Yeah.
and you put that in there, and then you type in whatever it is you're putting in,
Yeah.
and then close it with the other square bracket. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But if you're trying to link a Riven mod, you have to type in Riven mod, and then you search through all of the Riven mods you have, and then you find the one that you're looking for,
And then you
and
type
then you
that in.
click X. Well, now you click X,
Oh.
and it'll link it that way.
Oh.
As. But yeah, so that's that. You don't have to remember the exact way to spell some random weird, not a word.
Yeah.
But with everything else, you actually have to link it the way that it's spelled.
Yeah. Yeah, I would think you with something like that you would have to match it exactly.
But with Riven mods, you just type in Riven mod, search search through your collection for the one that you're looking for, and then you click X and it will link it.
Okay.
So that's the way. But yeah, like I said, they do that also that you don't have to remember how to spell some random weird. This is not a word, so. Well, because if they did that, then everybody would be like, am I spelling it right? And then on the really long ones, and then they'd have to go through it again, and then if they forget, then they'd have to repeat.
Yeah.
As opposed to the current way.
Yeah, well, that would make a lot of sense.
So, is there anything you want help on?
Right at the moment, I am getting rid of duplicate mods. I have a metric butt ton of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
A lot of mods.
so, yeah. So what do you think about... but yeah, so you should you should try getting all the mods that my collection had at one point. Want to
Oh, I
take a
can
guess at how many
imagine.
that is?
Probably... Considering how often I see you spending time, or hear about you spending time doing that, it had to have been tons.
Yeah. Want to take a guess?
Oh no, I have no clue.
No, I'm not asking for an exact number. I'm just saying, what do you think the ballpark estimate is?
I'd say like about 200-300.
That's how much I have now, and that's low. That's not even
Oh,
close to the
man.
ballpark.
Yeah, I was trying not to sound ridiculous, and I sounded ridiculous in the other direction.
Yeah. So, the ballpark is about 2,300, somewhere around there.
Gee, Christmas. That
How
is
much
a
did you
lot.
think Ridiculous was?
Oh, probably about 2 or 3,000.
But you wouldn't have thought 1,000 was ridiculous?
Mm, I could see 1,000 being possible if you sat on them long enough.
But mine, you didn't think mine was possible?
I didn't think it was impossible. It just seemed like an awful lot to pile up.
Yeah, for someone with like me who will get probably about 100 or so, well who can get 100 or so mods a mission?
That right there would, that makes that very possible. I know I saw a whole bunch of mods when you were running back. I stayed dead for a while. And I watched you run back and I saw all those mods I missed. You must have went past about 20 of them, at least. I saw you run past like 20 mods at least.
Yeah. But hey, we're doing a relic mission, and relic missions, the more you run, or the longer you stay in the mission, the more benefits come with it.
Right.
Like the first one, the first benefit, first relic you crack, you get a 25% more affinity booster.
Mm-hmm.
Second relic, you get a 25% credit. Third relic is 25% resource drop chance. Fourth relic is, each resource pickup you get gives you 25% more of that resource.
Wow.
So say you would have gotten 100 polymer bundles, you would, from that same resource pickup, a resource that pickup that would give you 100 would then give you 125.
Right.
After that, after the fifth relic, you get a relic back that that's at exceptional.
Mm-hmm.
And then repeat the process, so it'll be, you get an additional 25% for each booster. And then the relic you crack after that, for the fifth relic after that you crack, it'll be flawless instead of exceptional.
Hmm.
And then after that, you get a 75%. You get a total of 75% boosters, and the relic you crack after that is Radiant, and after that, I haven't really found a squad long enough to go to find out what relic, if it continues to be Radiant relics after that.
Yeah.
Because
that sounded like that's where that was going.
Yeah. That would be 100 waves. Oh, wait, no, that'd be... Yeah, 100 waves. And trust me, for a lot of people, 75 is really pushing it.
Sounds like it.
Now, do you know what I wish they would do?
What's that?
Have a Fisher mission on Akuva Survival so that you can get the same bonuses, like the the resource booster that gives you so much more percentage per resource on Akuva Survival.
Oh, yeah.
Because then you can get, instead of 200 Kuva for that, after 4 relics, instead of you getting to 100 Kuva, you would get 250 Kuva.
Hmm.
And then after after 9 relics, you get, well, instead of 250 Kuva, you get 300, and so on and so forth. Sound nice to you?
Yeah, it does.
And considering we can do about one of those a minute, we can get 1500 Kuva on the 9th rotation. But Warframe's not going to do that because you just know that people like me would break it.
Mm-hmm.
Because instead of getting 200 Kuva, I'd be getting a hell of a lot more than that. And then I'd bring in a Darza Kavat so that I have a fair chance at doubling those drops. Well, doubling the Kuva collector drops. So instead of getting 300, I could get 600. And then I'd also get a resource drop. Well, I'd also get a resource booster, so that instead of 600, I could get 12. And only on the 9th rotation. So yeah, people like me would definitely break that. Seem like it?
Yeah, it does seem like it.
But
A Neo,
also maybe it's
huh?
good. Yeah.
I got a Radiant I'm gonna throw in there.
And then DE doesn't like their players just finding ways to, you know, do that to their games.
I can understand
So-
why.
Yeah. Because then people would run out of stuff to do a lot faster, and they don't want that. Because the more stuff you get, well, the faster you get something done, the faster it goes by, which means you don't have to do it as much, which means that you move on to something new, and if you're able to get past that really fast too, then you're able, but yeah, so if you're able to get through everything really fast because you just found a way to cheese through it instead of actually doing it the way DE wants you to, then, well, you're not playing their game for as long, which means that they have, well, which means that you don't, well, they don't get as much money from you.
Right.
Okay, so far, we haven't really gotten a nuking frame, except for me, but if I'm, oh, it's only Banshee.
We're near a fissure. They're dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic.
Man, I can't wait to see what this thing's like after I potato it.
Want to open that relic.
What, the Wolf Sledge?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
I haven't even got it ranked up enough to get some kind of element going in it yet. And it's doing pretty good. It is doing the work.
Yeah, it definitely will at that.
Just gotta get used to aiming a melee weapon. That worked. I knocked that guy down.
Oh, and by the way, press circle before it actually hits something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, just toss it right now, press circle before it hits something.
What's
Did you
that?
do it?
That explosion?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Now, if you do that near an enemy, it'll hit every enemy within a certain range. Nice, right?
Nice. Yeah, definitely nice.
Well, do you think that's going to be your near be good stick?
Very possible. A little on the slow side, but I can live with it.
Yeah. Also, you can find a way to speed it up. I mean, there's ribbons, so many different attack speed mods. Like Prime Fury, but you're a long time away from that. Wait, how many daily logins do you have?
How many what?
Daily logins.
Where do I find that at?
You don't until the next daily login.
Oh,
But you know how you know where you collect the reward
mm-hmm.
for logging in that day.
Yeah.
That'll tell you how many logins you have. Oh, but yeah, that'll tell you how many login rewards you've collected. And I've collected somewhere around 200. I think I've collected 277.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Yeah, not as well. It's not as much as most people might rank, but I take that as I got to my mastery rank faster than
Oh my
most
God.
people. Yeah. What?
You damn
What?
hammer.
What about it?
And with that explosion, that's crazy.
The damage?
Yes.
Yeah.
And like I say, this thing's still like a level 20. It's a level 23.
Now wait till we get that potato on it. And a ribbon. this song stuck in my head, and I know you know this song. Because, you know, it's from whenever you were my age. Or roughly, anyways. But yeah, so the song I have stuck in my head is from whenever you were roughly my age.
Okay.
Yeah, Stairway to Heaven.
Oh yeah.
Good song too, it's just... gets to be a little repetitive.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm saying that, well not, I'm on the guess that beat of the overall beat of the song tends to, well, it tends to follow the same beat throughout.
Yeah, it's not. The song itself is not very complex.
Yeah.
That was all. That song was when Zeppelin did it. That was all technique and musicianship
Reinforcements
that made that
available.
song.
Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
Oh.
Such good rewards, I almost don't know what to choose.
I'm just gonna go for another Forma. Well, I probably should have grabbed the Bratton Prime, but no, I've already built that. Built that and leveled it up. Oh, 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 oh! Alright, I'll do a C1.
Let's see if I can get a Grand Prime handle for Kelly.
Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
Oh, that's right, I gotta check that Mesa Prime thing and see where I'm at with that.
I don't see why Banshee quit though.
Keep fighting. Look for more reactant.
I have a bunch of songs stuck in my head right now. There's one from the Foo Fighters. Not sure if you know that band.
Oh, yeah.
And you know the song they have, Arson? When I was a young boy, my father told me, the rest I just have that bed stuck in my head. Not one of their more well-known songs, but it's my favorite by them. And then there's also this one band that I know you don't like, but eh.
What did you say about Clem?
I said he sucks. He's only a me. Clem's only in here because he's me.
You know I can fix that.
How's that?
I bring my club. I think I have one club clone left.
Clem can't even survive at his own missions.
I know. Well, it just means he's not a pain in the butt for too long.
What, because he's not going to survive long enough?
Yeah, right. We'll figure a bright side on this somewhere.
That's it. You've opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Oh, I think you got him.
Yeah. But
Okay,
hey, oh,
probably
there's
not.
one left. Must have spawned in after I left.
I'm not seeing no dots.
Yeah, well, I got one on my mini-map. Oh. Spawned in behind the crates.
Oh, so you just gotta use something with punch through and just shoot the crap out of it, right?
No, I didn't use punch through. Mine has more of a boom.
Yeah, that'll work too.
Not a big boom, but big enough. And he was half sticking out the box anyways. But a lot of people say growling, well, anybody can growl and it doesn't take any talent. And you know what I say to that?
What's that?
Bullshit. But yeah, did you ever hear that whole stereotype about how growling takes no talent whatsoever?
Yeah.
It does take a lot of talent. Oh, believe me, that takes talent. And if you don't do it right, like if you don't give your body time to adjust and you don't take the if you don't take the tips you learn from practice seriously, then it will really damage your voice.
Oh, definitely. I know. There's a few songs because when I host karaoke, I do a few impersonations, and John Fogerty's one of them. And I usually say that towards the end of the evening because that'll just about blow my pipe.
But yeah, so, well, like I said, that will really, oh no, that'll actually damage your vocal cords.
Oh yeah,
Like this,
you can.
this one band I like called Jealousy Grin. They lost their original lead singer because he was growling for 3 years and tried growling like he'd been doing it for roughly 5 times more than that. So he didn't give his body the time to adjust that it would need to for what he was trying to do. Because your vocal cords need time to adjust to that kind of thing.
Vocal
And
cords.
people say,
Vocal cords are just like any other muscle. You have to exercise them and you have to warm them up. You have to loosen them up.
and well, but yes, this is more about. But yeah, so this is more about exercising. Like you just have to repeat, otherwise your body doesn't have the time to adjust that it needs to.
Right.
So that it's not damaging your vocal cords.
Exactly.
But this guy tried going. Well, he tried doing too much without exercising enough for what he was trying to do. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. He overdid it.
Yeah, like, he tried growling faster than Eminem raps.
Oh,
He pulled it
yeah.
off. He pulled it off, but it hurt his vocal cords
Yeah, he blew his pipes out permanently.
because he'd only been doing it for 3 years. You cannot do that at 3 years.
I mean, I do it, but I do it very sparingly.
Yeah. And I can't but yeah, so I can't do it. So I give props to anybody who can. But overall, then there's this one song. There's another song I've stuck in my head. Do you know the band Disturbed?
Unless you can handle more of the
Yeah.
enemy.
Did you hear the cover for The Sound of Silence?
No.
Well, they came out with a. Well, you know the Simon and Garfunkel song, The Sound of Silence?
Yeah. I know that song very well.
Disturbed came out with a cover for it. Not sure if you know about that.
No,
That's the
Must be
last
one of their
them.
later
Objective
albums.
is secure. Let's go home.
Yeah, it's their second to last. Came out in like 2015,
okay.
16, somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I kind of lost sight of those guys. Probably, I want to say about 2012.
But in my opinion, their their version of The Sound of Silence just matches the lyrics for the song better than Simon and Garfunkel's voices and tone did.
Probably.
Because just Disturbed took a more solemn. The tone for their song is, the tone is more solemn. Well, it has a more solemn feel to it. And overall, but yes, their tone. The tone is more solemn. It's a slower pace, like more solemn songs are, and it has a deeper voice to it. As opposed to Simon and Garfunkel's more upbeat, slightly more happy, and faster paced song. So, do you see why I said it's kind of more, that the Simon and Garfunkel approach is a little bit more suited?
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's look at this. Oh. Yeah, I don't need any Mesa Prime blueprints. I need 5 Orokin cells.
Okay.
I mean, I can build Mesa. And I can get Mirage. All I gotta do is get Mirage Prime's blueprint.
Well,
And then find a few other things.
I'm working on building some formas. I'm working on building a forma, and that's gonna take a while longer. 8 more hours and 50 minutes till I can actually build till I can actually claim this damn forma. Gotta me, right?
Yeah. Speaking of which, that's why I don't have a form of going. I'm out of Orokin cells, too.
Do you want to get Orokin cells?
Sure.
Okay.
I always forget where those are.
Here.
Oh, okay.
And while we're doing this, I can also level up my Fluctus. Because fuck it, why not?
There you go. Well, you want on the bed, Moose? All right, here we go. Hang in there, Moose. There you go. Oh, look at this already. Well, the one upstairs already. Oh, wow.
What?
I threw that wolf sledge and took out like 6 guys. And it didn't even make it explode. I mean, granted, the first round, these guys are pretty darn squishy.
Yeah. Especially to my Fluctus. I mean, I took out 10 at the same time just because they all jumped down. So we're getting enough mods for you?
Huh?
We're getting enough mods for you?
So far. Wow, piles of them everywhere.
Yeah.
Where are these guys shooting me from?
They're not shooting anymore.
No, they are not. I saw all those numbers. I said, nope, that's done.
Yeah. I'm just waiting until they build up a lot, and then I use my fourth ability. I know I could solve the problem with my Arcwing. Just fourth abilities.
I found the cat lady. The roasted cat lady. One more smack.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy. Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
So do you like how boring I make these missions?
Sometimes yes, but I'm just running laps around the outside.
Cat lady dead. This player should be ashamed of himself.
What was that?
Reinforcements available.
Because
Do
you
you
just
choose
went
to leave
down
now
at
or
this
continue
level.
fighting? Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
This
What
level,
the
my
hell-
Equinox could keep killing.
I mean, the only time I go down at this level is when I'm AFK.
I could be AFK and not go down if I had the right warframe for it. I'm not even talking about Limbo. Give me a Naros and I'm not going down for a good 10 minutes if I'm AFK. It's like constantly getting shot at by everything. You people using me as bait. And my Inaros will still not go down as long as he has full health and max fourth ability. For a good 10 minutes. Because my Inaros has close to 7,000 health. And his base armor is 420 and he can double his armor. So yeah. My Naros does not go down for a while. Can you tell?
Yeah.
I mean, he has no shields, but it still takes a while. Plus, he has abilities where he heals and stuff. Well, I had a second Opticore Vandal Ribbon that I traded. How about you? So, I'm guessing you lost some money.
No, it's a free game. No, it's like 8th place on the movie. What are you guys doing?
We are on Helene, and I'm leveling up my Flectus.
Party full?
Yeah. And it's wave 13. Yeah, if you wanted Orokin cells, I wanted to level up my Flectus, figured this would be a good place. So what's the plan for you?
I was thinking of knocking out these emissary derelict.
They don't really give you anything. They do have a new enemy though.
Cool.
Threshers. But that's on the Emissary Derelicts. But the Emissary Derelict... Well, the Emissary Derelict is a normal or open derelict with Threshers. That's the only difference.
But I get the derelict codes.
You have to do the... Only, you have to do an infested invasion. But you can only do one per planet.
Infested invasion.
Yep. Good luck to you.
Why?
Because, well, randoms. Also, I'm not sure how many infested invasions there are left. There's usually a few floating around somewhere, but I'm not sure if there are any right now. Same planet or different planets? Yeah, because you can only do one infested invasion per planet. If you do two on the same planet for that second invasion, it's not going to give you the code. Thought that was kind of stupid.
But then they've got 6 divisions, so I can play a day, go to a day.
Oh.
Why? Because I haven't yet.
Wow. There's 3 people in the party. Hey, bird.
Yeah?
Just a suggestion, but you know they make medication for hearing voices, right?
I definitely don't need Mutalisk Aladvi nav coordinates. What are those even used for?
Mutalisk Alvian assassination.
You know, back in my 30s, I had this T-shirt that said, "The voices in my head say they don't like you."
So what were you saying, Fly?
What do you get off of the Aladvi mission?
Regular LV, you get Valkyrie. Mutalisk, you get Mesa.
Oh, regular Mesa?
Yeah.
Oh. I guess I did.
Plus, you also get mods and shit like that. But I'm not sure what mods you get. I'm not sure if you get actually any useful mods from the LV, but I know some bosses. I know Kayla of Fame. I know, at the very least, there's Kayla of Fame who gives you unique mods that you can only get from her assassination mission. Oh, and hey, I got a reroll on my Strativar ribbon that I really like.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to?
Oh yeah, I think so. I think
Can't
it's.
find a group to go past way.
Objective is secure. Let's go home.
You guys up for a 30-minute Cougar survival?
I'm actually thinking of getting off.
If I don't bring Limbo.
Fury Wings, hello, how are you? Yeah, but I
I've
think
used Limbo.
my eyeballs are trying to give up on me. Something new there, Kane?
Oh, hell. How'd I just get in this mission? I'm already got a stalker on me.
What mission?
I think I'm on war. I mean, like, literally, I just started.
Nice.
I just started this thing, and I had a stalker on me. I didn't even have 5 kills yet.
Why am I locked up? That's the game.
So what level are you with the Nightway. Well, with the Emissary.
Yep. I'm gonna have to reboot the game, I guess.
Yeah.
I think I'm at 19 or 20, something like that.
Yeah. I got to the levels where you only get the Emissary credits, but you only get 15 of them per level. And I don't know, Prestige. But yeah, I'm working on Prestige too. For the Emissary.
Why?
Well, Prestige level 2, but yeah, so I don't know what the fuck to call it, so I'm just gonna call it Prestige. Because that's as good a name as any. But yeah, so there's levels after you get the Operator armor.
And what does that do?
You get Emissary credits. You get 15 per level.
All right.
And so I'm working on the second level of that. Not too worried about it, but working on it. But yeah, so you want to know why I said if I don't, oh, you know, oh, but yeah, so you know how I said if I don't bring Limbo to the Kuva Survival, I might do it?
Why?
Because I've been doing Kuva Survivals the entire day.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably sick and tired of Limbo.
Yeah, I've been using Limbo on all of them.
Why?
Because he's one of the best defensive character. Well, he's the best defensive character for a Kuva Survival.
I definitely got a potato this thing.
Like, better than Frost, better than Gara.
Well, because he's the only one that can ensure that you can't get attacked.
And on a Kuva Survival, you don't need the bubble to last long, you just need it to stop anything.
Alright, Spud, time for you to go to bed.
So, I mean, you need it to last a while, but you don't need it to last. Well, you don't need it to last as long as you would on a defense mission, which is why Frost is best for a defense mission, but then Limbo is better for mobile defenses and Kuva survivals and shit like that. But hey, I like my Stradivar Riven. Got 116% crit damage, 149.8% damage, 114% slash, and negative 35% damage to orbits.
Not too shabby.
So what do you think about that, Rivenfly?
I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of the fight right now. I was not listening to a word you said.
Well, I'm gonna screen link my new all the reroll I got on my Stradivar Riven.
Alright. Anyway. I'm gonna mute my mic for a second, say goodnight to the guys on the stream.
Okay.
I got
All right.
118 of the 150.
I hope you guys enjoyed what you see. I am going to try to get on earlier in the evening.
I had 200.
Thank you much for being out there. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the hellos. I appreciate the chat going
Why
on
do you have to
out
get
there.
melee kills?
I
My wife.
think if it gets a little bit, that chat gets a little busier, I won't be missing messages. But anyway, thank you for the follows. Thank you for all
I'm
that
not really
stuff.
too worried about Nightwave because I don't
I
need
hope
anything
to see you
from it.
all tomorrow. You have a
'cause I
great
got the
morning,
operator
evening,
armor.
afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are.
20 emissary credits left
I'll
over.
catch you tomorrow night. Are we done?